Alrighty, another time to well, I get my backpack set up while I do this. So I don't like the. We are gonna equip that. Get rid of. Yeah, I actually find this to be more effective. I don't really use that either. Okay, so what to talk about with this? Uh, Virtual mission. Yep. Uh, Lots to pick apart on this. One, again, this is where I'm like, I kind of want. I wish I had like the skills to make videos of this stuff, like get the source code, make my own videos, kind of like how Manslayer does with the gamer poops. Because I would totally make one where there's a long dialogue about philosophy and such, and the guard just walks up at him and shoots him in the fucking back of the head. Like, you're in enemy territory, you're outside the wire. Why the fuck are you sitting there and just yapping for fucking 5-10 minutes at a time? And again, why are you getting mission briefs while you're on the ground? Like, no, that makes no fucking sense. And it's bad field craft. It's bad trade craft. It's no, and that's why I'm like, I look at that and I'm like, now, granted, every Metal Gear kind of suffers from this to a degree. Even Metal Gear Solid 1, which is a game I love near and dear to my heart, it suffers from this to a degree. But at least in Metal Gear Solid 1, they went more for the brevity because Jeremy Blostein did the research, understood that military personnel, especially soft people, they're not going to sit there and ramble endlessly. Like, they're just talk quick, get to the point. So then you combine the bad habit of, oh, let's sit there and talk with flowery dialogue. Then it's bad. It makes me cringe every time I see it. I cringe. So that's part one. Part two, I don't like the moral relativism argument that the boss is making. Not, at least not the way that she made it. I wouldn't say that enemies change with the times because values change. I feel that enemies change with the times because interests change. That's different. Interests absolutely change over time. And there's an argument to be made. Like, I could immediately think of the Iran-Iraq War. We funded both sides of that war at one point or another. I could think of the Mujahideen in Afghanistan during the Soviet invasion in the 80s. A lot of those guys went on to become the Taliban. We gave funding to some Mujahideen that went on to become Al Qaeda. So that, like, I would say that interests change over time. Values do not in that regard. And I feel like, depending on who you ask, I think the people of the United States overall want, hey, we want to live well, we want to be left alone from our government, we want these things. Individual values change, obviously. Like, I wouldn't be living how I lived if values didn't change, because I'm the wrong skin color for that. But I feel like the overall values haven't really changed. Like, the principles, at least for the United States, the constitutional principles, who they apply to have changed over the years, and that's a sort of a value shift. But as far as who we've fought in wars, I don't think that really applies. And that's part of the moral relativism that was going back to the whole theme of, oh, the Soviets aren't that bad, this and that and the other, which even back in 2004 was like, eh. And then now, seeing what the Russians are doing in Ukraine make me really cringe. Like, really, really cringe. So I didn't like that. I don't. You saw me roll my eyes when the boss was like, "Oh, technique doesn't matter. It just your spirit matters." I'm like, is it though? Really? Give me somebody that has a great fighting spirit and has no idea how to fucking fight. I guarantee you, I'll fucking kill him. I guarantee you, a fucking or a day one fresh out of basic just got to his fucking unit private could kill that motherfucker. So this whole technique doesn't fucking matter. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. That's fucking pseudo intellectual bullshit. That's what that is. So I would have edited that to what matters just as much as technique is your fighting spirit, is your mentality, is your combat mindset. Cool. That's a valid point. Yes, you do need to have the proper combat mindset. And we can teach you what you should be thinking, what you should be looking for in your mental processes, but you only can really learn combat mindset through experience. Cool. I completely agree with that. That would have not only shortened the dialogue, but it would have been way more accurate than only spirit matters, technique doesn't matter. Oh, fuck off. That was written by somebody who's never fucking soldiered in their fucking life. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. What other stupid things were in there? He says he doesn't know jungle warfare because he was in special forces. Well, I guess it depends on what group he was in. What special forces groups were active in 1964? I want to say 7th Group was... Okay, so 7th Group was activated in 1960, 4 years earlier. It came from the 77th Special Forces Group. Let's see the history. I guess that would depend on when he was with 7th Group. If he was 7th Group. He would have seen fighting in Vietnam already, so not knowing jungle operations, I'm like... And then, on top of that, you have 2 years prior to the story, Fort Gulick, which was in Panama, in the Panama Canal Zone. A company of 7th Group was down there, so... I'm guessing maybe he... Well, you actually, you know what? I can resolve this. Because later on, you will see that Naked Snake speaks Russian. And if that's the case, that would mean he's probably 10th Group. 10th Group is the group that has the area of responsibility for Europe. So let's see when 10th Group was stood up. 10th Group was stood up in 52. Let's see. And 10th Group had... actually, 10th Group looks like was primarily in Europe at that time. So, yeah. Maybe he was 10th Group, and then, yeah, he wouldn't have... he would not know a lot about jungle fighting. I also question how much he would know about urban warfare. I do remember that he was, as a kid, like 19 years old, Big Boss participated in the Korean War, but there wasn't a lot of urban stuff to my knowledge. I mean, yeah, there was some urban, but to me, an urban warfare expert, like the big battles I could think of were all like in forests and such. I could be wrong. I'm not a Korean War historian, but yeah, that can make sense that he's not a jungle warfare guy because he might have been assigned to 10th Group. That makes sense. But yeah, just the long-winded and like even like oh, I serve the president and the top brass. Again, if you localize this, if you'd actually done the research, read some books from actual U.S. soldiers, talked to some U.S. soldiers, I have never met one that's like, I follow the president and the top brass. You know what they say? You know what we say? We follow the Constitution. We defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That would have been more briefly like, I follow the Constitution. I remember my oath. I follow the Constitution. I defend the Constitution. And I follow the orders of the president and those appointed over me. As long as they are within line with the Constitution, I follow those orders. He could have said that and boom. But then again, if he did that, Constitution has a pretty defined set of values, and that takes away from the bullshit argument of the values that the people change over time. Da da da. So. Weak. Fucking weak. So, that's my rant on that. And also complaining about, oh, I want to get this. It's like, well, you should have known. Oh, I forgot. How do we... Yeah. Okay. I pushed L3. That is not working. Yeah, that is not working at all. What the hell? Press L3 to emit waves. Nothing. Okay, looks like we're going to be doing a little Google foo. Let's see. MGS3 Master Collection Sonar. Not working. Oh, wow. That's stupid. Because because this is the same problem I had with Metal Gear Solid 2. Just pushing L3 does this little number. I understand why they did that. But now I have to sit there and do that. I have to hold it down. Which it doesn't say in the... It says press. So they didn't update the directions. Okay, so let's go get our fucking snake over here. There's also a ration over there, I believe. Oh, there's a snake right there. Got him. Give me that shit. Oh, I got a crawler underneath here. Why not? I thought I had a crawler underneath here. Yeah, it's right there. I know I had a crawler underneath there. I remember this. Okay, so there's a snake over here. Oh, hey, nasty-ass mushrooms. Because I remember he'll eat these nasty-ass mushrooms. They're gross. But a trick that you learn is that the more you eat something bad, the more... it provides health, and the better it tastes for him. It becomes an acquired taste. Disgusting. Got him. There's a snake over there too. So it's still the reticulated python. So that's just the, okay, there it is. Let's get away from the head. Got him. Alrighty. So let's take the shortcut. Oh, hey. Keep that mushroom too. Let's just get a head start on these mushrooms. This one's gonna be gross too. Let's also change our camouflage. So let's actually lay down. Something I don't understand is oh, look at this motherfucker. Hold on a second. Zoom in on this shit. How do I zoom in? Nope. If you're doing a covert mission Why does all your shit say U.S.? U.S. 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 Okay, so another thing that if this was truly a covert operation, you wanted to deny attribution to the U.S., what you would have done is sourced other stuff from other countries, and to where even if you trace the finances, it doesn't come back to the United States. That's what you would have done. And so this whole it's a covert op. Oh, you have to find everything, this and that and the other. Why are you giving them U.S. issued shit then? That makes no fucking sense. Not a lick of fucking sense. So that's another one where I'm just like, didn't think that one through. All right. Okay, I'm not doing a keratin run on this one. I'm just looking to see if I can see it. He's not in this one. Is he? So the keratins are these little green Kermit the Frog looking motherfuckers. And if you hit every single one of them in the game, you will get the stealth camo. I don't see him here. I may have to go up in the tree. I think you can see him from the tree. Yep, there he is. So let's try and get my binoculars out. So yeah, these little things right here. I'm not going to do a keratin run because then I'll have to sit there and pause the game a bajillion times to find it. Because that's an actual challenge. I've done it once in my life. I have done it once. If you catch that. Oh, calm your fucking... Stop dangling your spurs, Rusty LaRue. But you line up and then you hear... That's what you hear. Yeah, I'm not going to do all of them, but... Oh, shit. I almost ran up on that snake. Give me that shit. I forgot. Alrighty. And since it's a snake eater, let's do an actual... My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. I need to check the chat. Oh, he likes snake. Okay. Yeah, I definitely needed to check the chat. Because I had to look that stuff up. Gotta shift your cognition from MGS2 to MGS3. Yep. But found it. I found the controls. That's why I wasn't on the chat. So what I'm going to do... This is probably going to take up 1 or 2 parts right here alone. But I blame that on cutscenes. So I'm going to take a break here. And